Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball one.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season and just dominate every game, every team is just a foolish thought process. You're going to have these little hiccups throughout the course of the season. I think they keep you honest and keep you real and keep you on the attack. Let's see if they fight today.
Sent on the ground out to second. Coggin has it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat, but one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Brian Hirsch comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
The count 1-1.
Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Batting third.
Into the box now, Mark Lerma. 1-0 the count. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Tuchman is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So striding forward now, Keith Giorgio. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Giorgio.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 0-1 pitch. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. Giorgio stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Hirsch, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Stepping in, Roberto Velasquez. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6.
The left fielder, Roberto Velasquez.
First offering on its way. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Popped him up. Welch is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now at the plate, Sam Travis. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games.
Sam.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Fouled off. Another 0-2 coming. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Craig Fulton, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. In there, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cuevas is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Rich Montes. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Montes is normally at shortstop, although they've got him playing third base here today.
Yeah, always one of my favorite things to do. You watch this guy today. Playing shortstop, you have time. There's rhythm. There's a timing to that position. Third base, man, step in and dive. A reactionary position. You have to come get it. Go back on it. A lot of different things. This is a fun player to watch today.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Ken Nishii becomes out number 2 this inning.
Jensen.
First delivery to him on the way. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. So they're held in check here this half. So stepping in, Brian Hirsch. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Mark Lerma. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And he takes strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So striding in, Keith Giorgio. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get really reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but
well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So nothing happening this time around. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Roberto Velasquez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly.
The batter.
Here comes the first pitch.
Sam.
And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Digging in for his second at bat, Craig Fulton comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So add one more. Has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they face other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Tauchman has a beat on it. He's got it 1 away. Striding in once again, Ken Nishii. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another 0-2 home. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Stepping up to the plate, Rod Jansen.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
No balls and a strike to count. Strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings as he. Now to the plate, Brian Hirsch. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Weekly hit to third. To his left, Garcia. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Stepping into the box, Mark Lerma. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch. If you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Stepping in now, Keith Giorgio, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Keith Giorgio becomes out number 2 this inning. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. Digging in to try it again, Sam Travis. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in now, Craig Fulton. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Into the box now Rich Montes. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
I got the count. 2-2.
One over to first. Stein takes it in, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in, Ken Nishii. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Hit hard towards the hole. And that's through for a hit.
Cut it. Hold on to it.
Ready for another shot now. Rod Jansen, 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Hit on the ground is short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. Aiden Penn comes out of the bullpen to shut things.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. The Yard It's baseball. It's the show.
And now,
and it
please
comes your way
welcome
next.
Your Hartford.
Jim Williams gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Rod Jansen, and we are set
The
for
leadoff
baseball
hitter
here
tonight,
this evening.
The center fielder, Rod Jansen.
Here comes the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Tauchman moving forward. He's there and records the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Craig Fulton, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Weak roller right side. To his left, Coggin. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Now at the plate, Mark Lerma. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Number 77.
Williams isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty B, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Slinger. And that's the second out of the inning. In now, Roberto Velasquez. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second. So coming to the plate, Sam Travis. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Sam Travis.
Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Base hit, and they're into the hit column.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized cutter away, stayed inside it, and was able to drive it the other way.
Batting 8th, the catcher.
So digging in now, Ezra Chassin, after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. On to first to complete the double play. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Rich Montes, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that misses, ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. And he fouls this one off. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Rod Jansen. He flew out in his last at bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Brian Hirsch. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4.
1-1-1.
Back up the middle. Coggin is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Ready for another chance. Craig Fulton. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Craig Fulton.
First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
0-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. The windup and the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Striding in, Roberto Velasquez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Velasquez.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Sam Travis. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him.
Travis.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's ball 2 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Line towards center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Cut.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
1 strike.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Travis aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Got him.
And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Standing in, Rich Montes, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Rod Jansen. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Tachman is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Ready once again, Brian Hirsch. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. One and 2 as he chases the slider.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
The windup and the 0-1. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
fouled off. The next 0-2. Hit down first. Stein over to his left, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Craig Fulton.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim sat down on strikes thus far.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Could take there to lay off the high fastball.
2-2.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Digging in once again, Roberto Velasquez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. Here's the 1-1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Lou Chavez will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the...
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Portland Sea Dogs came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Vaughn Flores claims the win out of the pen, his first. Ron Barber strikes out the side to record the save, his second. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern
And
League
now,
Baseball is
your
on the air. Tonight it's the third of this four-game weekend
Fisher
series
Cats.
between the Hartford Yard Goats and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Bruce Odom, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Let's play ball. He's out. Good.
Now at the plate, Luis Soto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom
Leading
half of the
for
first.
the Fisher Cats, the third baseman, Luis Soto.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball
Didn't
that
miss
time.
by much there, but it's just a bit high. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Roll. They've lost the first two nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Now at the plate, Alfredo Ibar. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Ibar.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Now here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Monticelli. And that's the third out. Nothing across here this half. We'll go on to the top of inning number. Settling in now, Dave Gagnon. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Thomas Spanos becomes out number 2 this inning. First delivery to him on the way. Late that time for a strike.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Into the box, Richard Arena. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Richard.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is round over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Julio Pinto. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And there's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Misses, ball 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. Coming to the plate now, Luis Soto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Lynch.
And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Monticelli going back on it. Gone! Standing in now Alfredo Ibar.
Alfredo.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Dave Gagnon.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1. Leading off the inning, Thomas Spanos, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Now batting, the right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Bartlett.
In there, strike 1.
0-1.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1. A ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. So they go down without a whimper. Into the box now, Christopher England. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. At the plate, Julio Pinto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he lays off there 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now.
Too high.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
First offering on its way. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Now it's up. Pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Williams is there, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Leading off the inning, Nathaniel Lynch, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Digging in, Alfredo Ibar. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Cut. Hold it.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
2-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Ibar is off at first with 2 away. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Yency Almonte is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Hartford jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role. And when team needs collide with a player's expectations, a game of dreams, this player with strong convictions finds out a team can have convictions too. A benched prospect receives a call from his advisor, who wants to see his advisee get back on the playing field. His counsel, patience, and flexibility. The player has reservations about being moved from his preferred role. The road to the show is not always a straight or predictable one.
Your attention, please.
Now batting, Leonard Yamamoto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. And it's 1-2. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Stepping up now, Morris Rasmussen.
Now
He
batting,
flew out in his
first
last
baseman,
at-bat.
Morris
First pitch on its way.
Rasmussen.
On the ground to the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first.
3-3.
Hit out towards second. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. The throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Hey, Debro, looks like they might finally have something going after that base hit. First and
Now
third, one out, and maybe now they can get something started.
Yeah, you could tell the third base coach was going to be aggressive right there, right? A nice read by both him and the base runner to take that extra base and put them in scoring position. They've been struggling right now to get guys in scoring position.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that 1-run lead still in check? Stepping into the box, Billy Beard. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got... And it's a base hit. And we are tied here in the ninth. Arturo Nieto will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 0.
4-1.
Arturo Nieto.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to...
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So this game will not end here. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Chris Glass.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Cuevas is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Standing in, Luke Toth. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A ball and no strikes. One and one.
1-1.
One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Ball 1.
Lays off 1-0. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second
1
strike.
ball, 2 strikes.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. So nothing happening this time around. Homer Perez is going to grab a bat now, so he'll be asked to get things started.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
5-2 the final today. Hartford slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Jim Williams earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Aiden Penn hammers down the save, his 12th of the season. So that'll just about do it for us.
After a rare blown save, a usually trusty reliever is picked up by his coach. A good reliever must have a short memory for such outcomes, as he'll be called on again soon. A pitching coach offers support to a player coming off a bit of a rocky outing. A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
Your attention,
Jim
please.
Williams takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
69. Jim
Digging in, Sam Travis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Leading off for the Sea Dogs, the first baseman, Sam
Williams stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. Has been enjoying a great season, and fans have noticed he's currently leading all closers in all-star votes.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to the fans for voting this guy first at his position right now. He is not what comes to mind when you think all-star, but you know what? Check the numbers right now in the first half. He has been a dominant player. This is well-deserved.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Sam Travis
Now
is sent
batting,
packing
right
for the
fielder,
first out in the
Fred
bottom of the 9th.
Fulton.
That's a
And a
ball.
bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
Ready now,
The
Ezra
catcher,
Chassin. First
Ezra
two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score.
Fans
The
are
Hartford Yard
score.
Goats
First
took the
for the
lead in the
victorious
second
Yard
inning and
Goats.
rode that
2
until the
runs
very
on
end.
8 hits.
Leland
No errors. They
Spalding
left
gets the
6
win
men
on
on
the
base.
mound, his first of the year. Jim Williams
Time of the
wraps
ball
it up
game,
for the
2
save,
hours
his
and
first of the
44
year.
minutes.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening.
Thank you
For my
for
partners
joining
Dan
us here this
Plesac and Mark
evening.
DeRosa, I'm
We
Matt
remind you to
Vasgersian. This has
please
been a special
drive home
presentation of
safely.
MLB The Show.
Your
Jim
attention, please.
Williams comes out of the
Now
bullpen
pitching
to
for
shut
Hartford.
things down here in the ninth.
Number 69.
Digging in and looking for
Yeah.
more, Keith Giorgio.
Williams.
Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can
Leading
get
up
something
for the
going.
Sea Dogs.
Yeah, only one run
On
on the board so
shortstop.
far for them. They
Keith
just haven't had consistently
Giorgio.
good at-bats.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home. And this will be fouled away. Up high, 2-1 now. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the
Now
team
batting.
can kind of take
The
a
left
deep
fielder,
breath. Still have 2 more outs to get,
Roberto.
but retiring that leadoff guy
Velasquez.
is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Garcia is over to take a look. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now in the box,
Now batting.
Sam Travis.
The first
0 for
baseman.
3 with a couple of strikeouts
Sam
for him to this point in the ballgame.
Travis.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback
Fans, our
game when
final
home
line
runs
score.
weren't so common
First for the
and pitching
victorious
was
Yard-
really dominant.
After a brief trial move, This prospect is being returned to his original role. For now, anyways. A coach is sent to offer guidance on training for a specific position.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Hartford Yard Goats. The Fisher Cats will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Jim Williams gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
At the plate, Chris De La Rosa. He will lead this one off today.
De La Rosa.
First pitch on its way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been the best of times, D-Roll. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home, and the last thing you want to do is to get swept in a 4-game series at home. You need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. Can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to make. He's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick. I don't know what they're going to be pitching, hit and run. Something's happening today.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
That lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count and the pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the 1st here. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kevin Morse, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story. In there at the knees, strike 1. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the 1st out of the inning.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
The windup and the 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Thomas Spanos.
Into the box, Thomas Spanos. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. So striding forward now, Charlie Bartlett, 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the 3rd. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1 and 2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3 and 2. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The shortstop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering, and he fouls this one off. England leads off first with 1 away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Now at the plate, Chris De La Rosa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs here on no hit. Digging in the switch hitter, Richard Arena. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
2-2.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Got him.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good
Now
stuff,
batting,
and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Luis Soto.
There's a cold strike as he nips the corner.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already. So he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. To short. Welch comes up with it. And there's out number 2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kevin Morse. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Stepping in, Dave Gagnon.
Leading off for New
we're
Hampshire.
moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
And that misses for ball 1. A little toward the hole. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. At the plate, Charlie Bartlett comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Charlie Bartlett.
A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down 1-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So stepping in, Christopher England. He's 3 for 7 in the series 30. Coming in. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued him.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Julio Pinto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Julio.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Count even now at 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
2-2 the count. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris De La Rosa. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch lifted in the air to center. England on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Stepping in, Richard Arena. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First offering on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Striding in once again, Luis Soto. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Cuevas has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting.
So striding in, Kevin Morris. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. A ball and a strike. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. Stepping up to the plate, Dave Gagnon, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now. 0-2. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Leading off the inning, Thomas Spanos, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
So he sets him down swinging. Thomas Spanos becomes the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, Charlie.
Ball 1.
1-0.
fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. Drilled on the ground to short. Welch gloves it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Now batting.
Runner at second now as a result of the error. And next to hit is the catcher, Christopher England. No balls and 1 strike. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bartlett, the runner at second with 1 away. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to third. Garcia is right there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Stepping into the box, Julio Pinto from the stretch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Man, I don't know how, but they've been booting the ball all over the yard, and they still have the lead. Sometimes you win despite your defense instead of because of it. But they can't keep doing this and expect to be successful.
Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. And that'll score the run from third, and don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here.
Now,
well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
6-3 the final score today. Hartford crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Jim Williams earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he allows just 1 hit through his 7+ innings of work. Aiden Penn closes the door for the save, his 13th.
The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. Sports agents do their homework as well. From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, the next generation of MLB superstars will eventually emerge. Determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business. And getting in on the ground floor is smart business. A call to the skipper's office can mean a lot of things. In this case, it involves good news. Better news, even, than can initially be grasped. For a player this young, to go from Double-A right to a major league roster is a rare and notable occurrence. A benevolent advisor gives a painful but well thought out notice of resignation to a player that has been like a son to him. The caring mentor will not leave his post to just anyone. He's given careful thought to the question of whom his successor might be. This promising young talent has drawn the attention of a multitude of suitors. His advisor has narrowed the field to 2 strong choices of representation. The former coach and longtime father figure will step back from the field of play and take his place amongst the other dedicated fans in the gallery. This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers. A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client. Confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities.
Tuesday night baseball from Denver, Colorado and Coors Field. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Jim Williams makes his big league debut right after this. Jim Williams steps on the rubber today for his first major league start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, I think the big key, Matt, is just going to be able to control the butterflies. You can only make your first start one time, and a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going through your mind when you're taking your warm-up pitches. Hopefully he can settle down, control that heart.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we are underway tonight in Denver as the first pitch is looked at for ball one. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Williams, just 18 years old. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. Full count now. 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long epic at bats, you start to get into swing mode.
The payoff pitch one more time. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The payoff pitch one more time. Fouled off. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become A consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along. One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Fouled away. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Ball 2. We're just underway here in Denver. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Eduardo Escobar. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
There's one on to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Batting fourth.
Jake Lamb standing in now, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights, or it's going to be a tough game.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. And an early birthday gift as he swings and misses at ball 4.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Now to the plate, Steven Souza. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Williams is making his debut on the mound today. As we've mentioned, his performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the next to bat will be the left-handed hitting catcher, Alex Avila. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1-2-3. Digging in now, Nick Ahmed. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead 0-1. Williams has definitely caught the fan base's eye during his time in the minors. There's some real electricity in the air as he makes his major league debut in front of the home crowd.
Boy, you said that right, Matty. And I think the minor league players that get called up today, they're so much more experienced than they were, say, 10 or 15 years ago with all these games, the futures games and these minor league all-star games and showcase games. These guys are exposed to a lot more at an early age, and I would be surprised if he pitches really well in this one.
And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Got him fishing that time. 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Blackman is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Jim Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Yeah, Williams.
Here's the first pitch to him. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to left. LeCastro is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out. So he comes up empty in it. Up next for Arizona, Tim LeCastro, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full. 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Escobar reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And that's in there for strike 1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Jake Lamb is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Steven Souza is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball two. 2-1 now to Steven Souza. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. Escobar at third. Lamb is over at second with one down in the inning. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Into the box now, Christian Walker hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. There's a cold strike as he nips the corner. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with two runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
And that misses. 2-2. No runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mark Reynolds will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Colorado Rockies led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Afternoon baseball for you on a fine Sunday afternoon from Coors Field in Denver. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies look to end this three-game interleague series with a sweep. Next, Jim Williams will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
These Rockies guys have got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Brandon Drury
starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through at 1 strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Blue Jays. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Randall Grichuk. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Well, today's game provides the Rockies with a chance to finish the job and complete a series sweep, guys.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
Count remains at 0-2. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Hot shot down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Grichuk gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Ball.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hard hit ball to second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Set to get his day started, Reese McGuire. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. A ball and no strikes. 2 down, runners at first and second. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Desmond is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in for the Jays, Matt Shoemaker. 9-1-2 due up. Here comes the first pitch. Late that time for a strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Hit 1-1-1. Murphy has it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in for his second at bat, Devin Travis. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Devin.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw it.
To first, gloved by Murphy. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
The Rockies are due to hit in the 3rd, and they're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is
striding in for the Rockies, Jim Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can. Get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Squeeze attempt, but it's popped up. Tellez is there, and he has it for the out. Brandon Drury will bat next. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Next to bat for Toronto, Randall Grichuk. He singled his last time up.
Randall Grichuk.
Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Giving chase is Dahl. He makes the running play. 2 down. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that misses ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's counted.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, a base hit in his first trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Struck him out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Galvis behind 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So he got him swinging. Freddie Galvis goes down for out. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. The pitcher, Jim Williams, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ripped down the line.
Come on.
Sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game. Back to the top of the order now, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. The 0-1 delivery. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Grichuk moves over. 1 away. Runners at the corners here with 1 gone in the inning. And up next, postseason record holder Daniel Murphy. The 1-1 is going to be a drag bunt. He gets it down. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Charlie.
The 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Tellez has got it, and the side is retired. Juan Lagares will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 13, Juan Lagares.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The average coming in at 266. 1 home run and 5 driven in. And that's too high, ball 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Hit out towards second. To his left, Hampson. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Grounded down the third baseline. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 0-2, here it comes. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Devin Travis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. This one's down to third. Throw to Murphy, he'll take care of him, and that'll end the inning. So here now's the pitcher, Jim Williams. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
This is a tough spot in the game right here, but when you're a veteran pitcher and you've seen these kind of situations throughout your career, you step back, you make quality pitches, and you trust you'll wiggle your way out of it.
Here it comes, 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Pillar. It's over his head and bounces over the wall. So 2 runs score, and they'll have 2 more runners in scoring position.
With the sacks full right there, it's kind of unfortunate to hit the ball that well and see it bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. All 3 runs might have scored if that ball stayed in the ballpark. Instead, they'll have to just settle for 2 for right now.
And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away. In now for Colorado, Daniel Murphy. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. The second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They ready for another shot now. Brendan Drury. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
One.
Left side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in, Randall Grichuk. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 0-1 the count. On its way is pitch number 75. Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. In now, Rowdy Tellez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez. A hit in 2 tries so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Ball 1. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So coming to the plate, Freddie Galvis. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. That one catches the edge of the zone, called the strike. Grichuk at second. Tellez on at first with 2 down. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the leave a pick. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jim Williams. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right there for strike 1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! And good for him. Jim Williams has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence. Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Rockies posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Jim Williams earns his first win of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
A major league pitching coach acknowledges a young newcomer on an early milestone accomplishment. A newcomer to the big leagues is interviewed about a milestone moment in his young career. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.